What's good, people? Asian Jews reporting for duty. What we have here is a video on the speed paint of the last Velicia cosplay of the year. Yes, my OC Velicia from my cartoon SCHNEEEVIL is cosplaying Medusa Gorgon from the anime Soul Eater. As you can see in this speed paint, she's all dressed up for the occasion, flanked by two moons. Now, the moon, of course, is an obvious reference to the moon in Soul Eater that has a face, and the sun also has a face, by the way. But why are there two of them, you may ask? Well, that's actually a little Easter egg from my own cartoon SCHNEEEVIL. They're actually based on the Stellar Twins, who are the superpowered superheroes that Velicia is always thwarted by. So I thought it was a kind of a cute little inside joke for anyone who's actually seen the SCHNEEEVIL animatic I made last year. But that's all beside the point. Why is Velicia cosplaying as Medusa? What can I learn from Medusa? Because that's the whole point of this cosplay series. Well, without further ado, let's go ahead and buckle into our favorite school, where some of the students fight with other students because those students can turn into weapons, because that's just the way it works, I guess. Let's use snake and arrow-themed magic to curse the like button, and of course curse all the other buttons as well, because it's good for the algorithm. And let's go ahead and dissect Medusa, the way she dissects other things, I don't doubt, and find out what I can learn from her. For those of you who are not familiar with the Velicia cosplay series, first of all, the reason why I do it is because A, I like dressing up Velicia looking like other characters because it helps draw attention to Velicia, using existing characters for my nefarious purposes, getting you to click the video. The second reason why I do it is because I specifically make her cosplay villainesses, because I want to learn from these villainesses and how they do their villainous things so I can use it for my own cartoon. As I do this series, I have discovered that there are two major categories of villainesses. There are villainesses that are like Velicia and have traits that I could use for Velicia herself, and there are those who are not. Basically, these are characters who have a trait that doesn't really fit with Velicia, or I should rather say specifically, not only are they not fit for Velicia, but they seem better fit to a new character that I can make for the cartoon that would be a good foil for Velicia one way or another. Medusa, in this case, is the latter. Medusa is not like Velicia. Medusa, rather, has traits that would work very well in a character that would be a foil for Velicia. I find that Medusa is very similar to characters like Mom from Futurama and also Raggio from Kill la Kill, because they both share the oh-so-lovely trait of being horrible mothers to their children. You see, Medusa, much like Mom from Futurama, has mastered the art of fooling people into thinking she's a nice person. See, the basic story of Soul Eater is about this academy known as the Death Weapon Meister Academy, where the Grim Reaper trains young people to weapon meisters and weapons, because people can turn into weapons. Basically, he trains them in order to hunt evil souls and, maintain order in the world. Unfortunately, a long-ass time ago, Asura was one of his star pupils, but he went evil and started reaping good souls and eating the souls and became a Kishin. Basically, a really evil thing, right? And so Death was like, I ain't having none of that. So he skinned the man alive and imprisoned him in his own skin and made sure that he stayed locked up forever. Medusa, many, many, many moons later, wants to free this dude so that evil and bad stuff can happen. Medusa is very much like, as I mentioned, Mom from Futurama and Raggio from Kill la Kill. The Mom from Futurama part comes from the fact that she is a master manipulator. She actually works as the school nurse at the Academy for Weapon Meisters, right? Dr. Medusa. She's undercover, right under their noses. She's pulling a Palpatine, is basically what she's doing here, which is very clever. It's a very good move to, keep your friends close, but your enemies closer. Not only that, but she's also a very smart and cunning scientist, to the point where she has experimented on her own child Chrono, which is horrible. She obviously has no remorse for doing all of these horrible things and being a master manipulator. Again, a lot like Palpatine here. We're seeing a connection. But not only that, but she's also a very dangerous witch. She has very powerful magic. She can handle herself against other witches, other weapon meisters, other weapons. So she's very capable in basically just about every facet. She is a really rock solid, very dangerous antagonistic force, which is nothing like Velicia. right? The joke of Velicia is that she wants to be the Supreme Dark Empress. She wants to take over the world, but she has so many hang-ups and insecurities and things that go wrong that's kind of the joke of the cartoon of SCHNEEEVIL, is that, oh boy, what is Velicia going to get herself into this time? So naturally, she can't really be all of these hyper-competent things because it's very antithetical to the point of Velicia. So Medusa, as I mentioned before, represents a force that would be a good foil, someone that Velicia has either admires or fears. But here's a funny little thing I noticed. There actually is a character that is a little more like Velicia herself. And that would be another witch that Medusa works with. And that would be Eruca, the frog witch. You see, Eruca is very much not like Medusa. She's much more, I was going to say cowardly. She kind of is. It seemed a bit too mean to say at the time, hence my hesitation. But it's kind of true. She is kind of cowardly. That's kind of the point. She's much more goofy. She's much more flustered. She's very clearly kind of going along with Medusa more out of fear than anything else. Eruca is shown to be not as innately malicious as Medusa. So in a way, her flustered cowardice, but desire to be evil, but like her inability to commit all the way to it, are really interesting facets that actually could be used for Velicia herself. So I notice that I can extrapolate something quite unique from Medusa. And what is that? Well, quite simply, it is Medusa's relationship to Eruca. Right? I always talk about in the Velicia Cosplays series, whenever I'm having Velicia cosplay as a character who she's not like, I'm always saying like, this character would be really good as another character that's a foil for Velicia. But now I am presented with a very interesting formula that would show what it would be like if I had this mysterious character interact with Velicia. Because all I have to do is watch Medusa interact with Eruca.
わかってるでしょ? まさか水根にだけ入ってるわけないわよね。
So you're probably asking, why didn't I just have Velicia cosplay as Eruca if she's more like Eruca than she is Medusa? Well, it's quite simple. Honestly, I believe that Medusa is more recognizable than Eruca. Secondly, the outfit matches Velicia's look a little better. I kind of like it, but mostly because it's more simple. Let's be honest here; it was an easier draw. If you were to say in universe, if Velicia is indeed cosplaying all these characters, why on God's green earth would she cosplay as the wimpy, cowardly witch when she wants to be the top witch? You know, that's like saying like I really look up to this great hero, but I behave more like their bumbling sidekick. I don't want to dress up like the bumbling sidekick. No, I want to dress up like the hero, because the hero is who I admire. So it's Medusa who Velicia admires, but it's Eruca who Velicia is more like. I believe, interestingly enough, that Medusa is probably the most dangerous villain that Velicia has cosplayed so far. Dangerous in the fact that not only is she a master manipulator, not only is she very clearly unremorseful in the fact that she experiments on her own child, not only is it shown that she's very capable both mentally and physically, but she has that X factor in that she has the ability to fool people, right? Like I said, she pulled a Palpatine, she pulled a mom from Futurama. She has this facade of being a nice, caring nurse, and she got away with it. That is incredibly dangerous. That level of danger is something that Velicia would dream of, that she can only dream of. If she ever met Medusa in real life, she'd probably be quite afraid of her. Oh, anyway, I think we'll go ahead and wrap it up there for today. So I thank you for watching this video. If you like what you see and you want to see more, definitely, obviously tickle the buttons and comment down below. I definitely want to hear what you have to say. If you want to stalk me elsewhere on the interbuts, I always put up my links here up on the screen. Pay attention, of course, to minds.com because it's the alternative media, and I always like pitching that. But with all that said, I thank you for spending this year so far with the Velicia Cosplays series. I do hope you stick around. And until next time, deuces.